Hello students, in this video we are going to learn the 18th lesson Independent India first 30 years. This is part 2. So we are going to learn in this video the topic of one party domination. One party domination. We know in the year of 1885 Indian National Congress was established by some famous leaders of our India, and in this formation of Indian National Congress, Alan Octavius Hume, A.O. Hume, a retired British official, played a key role. And after establishment of Indian National Congress Party by our Indian politicians, it has been continuing its domination from 1947 independence onwards up to 1977, up to the 6th general elections. It means 30 years single party only dominated in our India. This is to be called as one party domination. So if we see, only 14% of the people participated in the first election conducted in our India by Election Commission in 1952. We know in this first election time only, Election Commission introduced symbols for every party. And we know very well, example, Telugu Desam Party, cycle symbol, and YSRCP Party, ceiling fan. The same way, BJP, lotus, and Congress, the arm. In this way, number of different parties have different symbols. It means these symbols are allotted to all these parties by the consultancy of Election Commission. It means symbols of all parties are allotted by Election Commission. And why we have to see a party requires symbol? Because in our India, the illiterate people also given right to vote. So what is the only eligibility of an Indian person to become voter? Exceeding the 18 years and born in India. These are. It means we granted right to vote, nothing but called as adult universal franchise. So right to vote, adult universal franchise is granted by Election Commission through the Constitution of India for all the citizens with irrespective of their caste, religion, color, creed and region. That's why to exercise this vote in our India, even the Indian citizens were not in a position to read the party name and the party person's name. That's why in our India, for every party one symbol is allotted. It is easy of identifying symbol. That's why symbols are introduced in election in order to recognize the party candidate and the party. That's why though the people don't know how to read the name of the party, how to read the name of the candidate, they are able to vote for the party which they choose through the help of symbols. That's why symbols were introduced in the first election. And we discussed in the first election variety experiences are received by our Indians. In one area, people 2 days before of the polling date, they reached the polling station and decorated the polling station, and they created a festival atmosphere in the area. And entire the 1 day, 2 days, they spent the time with dances, sing songs, performing. And on the polling date, they were in queue and exercised their right to vote and silently went out. In some areas, the women did not accept to show their faces, did not accept to give their finger in order to put a dot with an indelible ink. Because every voter who is exercising their right to vote, the Election Commission agents or officers are putting a dot on our finger. And in Rajput Queen, what was the experience received by India in the first election? A Rajput queen denied to give her hand. Even she denied to show her face. It means all these are explaining about the improper idea of Indians about elections. That's why only 14% of people participated in the election and they exercised their right to vote. So, very less percentage of people participated in that. Congress party only secured at least 70% of the seats in Lok Sabha. We know the Lok Sabha comprising 545 seats, and just we are receiving independence in 1947. In that time only the parliamentary seats were 299, and we told you in the year of 1946 when Cripps cabinet mission came, there were 389 members in our constituent assembly, and out of them 292 members from provinces and 93 members from provincial councils, whereas 4 members from Delhi, Ajmer, Mewad and Coorg. Totally there were 389 members, and during the partition time in 1947, India and Pakistan, 90 members were gone to Pakistan. Suppose 389 minus 90 and then 299. It means when we got freedom in India in 1947, August 15th, the number of parliamentary members was 299. And we know that 299 members has been increased up to 545. So in that totally 364 seats secured by Congress party only. And the Congress party seats stick on same number of majority got by Congress party, and its majority stick on from 1952 up to 1962. It means from first election up to third election. In the year of 1962 only, the number of Congress party seats are reduced from 364 to 361. It means Congress party seats are reduced by 3. And from 1962 to 1967, for the fourth election time, a spectacular change occurred in our Indian politics. One is entering of number of regional parties in our India. Number 2 is the confidence on Congress party was reduced by the people. Number 3 is Congress party also not succeeded in some areas. It could not fulfill the aims of the people, aspirations of the people. That's why slowly people diverted towards regional parties. That's why in fourth general election, the Congress party majority was reduced enormously from 361 to 284. Nearly more than 60 seats are reduced. So up to 30 years, 1947 up to 1977, how only one party ruled our India, and what are the reasons behind, we are going to learn. So what are the reasons for one party domination? Reasons. One is, we know Congress party is the ancient party in our India. It means 1885 before no political party was a registered party in our India. That's why, because of its seniority, because of its experience, Congress party, it was possible for Congress party achieving more seats in our Indian parliament during the election time. Number 2, maximum Congress party leaders, not now, in the past, in the previous elections, example, first, second, third, fourth, in all these elections time, many Congress party leaders are freedom fighters. It means the Congress party leaders, Congress party representatives were freedom fighters. Freedom fighters. Suppose we take Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel, Indira Gandhi, and Lal Bahadur Shastri and many other persons, suppose we take who had taken active role in freedom struggle, all these freedom fighters joined in Congress party. Automatically, the leaders who sacrificed their life for the sake of Indians, for the freedom of our India, definitely people, they had a strong feeling in their mind on the leaders. That's why it was easy for Congress party to get success in the beginning period in the every election. And number 3, Congress party leaders always mingle with people. Definitely it is sure, we have been observing today what is happening. Today the leader who is contesting for the post of MLA or MP, when the before election time, there may be chances for us to see in the election canvas, but throughout the 5 years we may see, may not see their faces. It means I am saying openly what here, present politicians are not close to the people, and how many areas they wandered entire the Constituent Assembly, entire the segment, assembly segment or parliament segment from which they are elected. In every area they covered during election time, but after completion of election they did not cover the area and they did not inquire what are the problems facing by the people. Because of this slow, automatically the gap between the leader and the people has been increasing. But in the previous days, if we see in the 1950 to 1960 to 1970, in that time, those leaders are better compared to the present leaders. It means present leaders are not in a position to solve the problems, because there is a gap between leader and a common man. Suppose now a common man wanted to meet an MLA or an MP, the common man has to finish a number of formalities, and easily the leaders are not giving appointment to him to explain their problem. But in the past, not like that. The leaders are always mingle with the people, they are always discussing the problems of the people and solving their problems immediately in the area without any delay. That is also one more reason why the people liked the Congress party. And number 4 is Congress party leaders worked with unity. Without unity, definitely the parties are to be collapsed. That's why in that time Congress party had much of unity. All the leaders are taking their collective work in solving the problems of the people. And number 5, last, no other parties or no party came even near to the Congress party. It means people strongly believed Congress party. That's why though 1 or 2 parties are take birth in that time, the parties are unable to come near to the Congress party area. It means people, how they loved, how they gave value to Congress party, same way the people did not give value to the regional parties. But present day situation is completely different, we are observing, because once upon a time a long history comprised Congress party is now in the opposition level, and even it is less than opposition level, because the number of seats in Lok Sabha secured by Congress party in 2019 election are very, very less. What is the reason behind? It means the Congress party lost its support from the people, mandate from the people. Not only this is the experience of only Congress party. If any party is not working for the welfare of the people, that all parties' story is going to be end like Congress party only. So in this way, these are the reasons behind one party domination. It means without other parties, no other parties created. Congress party was the senior most party. All the party leaders almost belonged to the freedom fighters in that time. So these are the reasons behind why the Congress party secured, why the Congress party only ruled 30 years from 1947 up to 1977. And in our next video, we are going to learn about State Reorganization Commission. Thank you.